Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Clarence T. Brown with the Talking About Limited Liability Corporation coming to you live on day 10. Day 10, a third of the way through the Volvo shift. How do I feel about it? I feel good. I feel good. I remember on last night I was coming to you and I was talking and issuing a challenge, and that challenge still stands. Look for a few good people to give me 5 days, 5 days to work with them, and we'll see how it changes your life, impacts your life. Again, if you're not living in your purpose, you're dying, truly dying. And again, I'm not challenging you to walk away from your job, quit your job. That's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about elevating your life, elevating your standard of living based upon what you were created to do. You may very well find out that where you are is your best fit for now. That's okay. That's okay. But it'll retool you. It'll give you a new perspective. It'll help you be a more productive where you are, a more productive employee where you are, a more productive employer where you are, a more productive student where you are, a more productive parent where you are. All you have to do is to tap into why you were created and those tools and those assets that were given to you at birth, at creation, and it'll make you far better. And that's what my life has always been about. That's what my life is about right now. It's about helping people to understand why they were created and where they fit. And so my bubble ship is putting me in a better position, a more impactful position, so that I can convey that to you and to the world at large. Because I feel like that if I don't do that, then there's a piece of me dying inside. And so I'm sharing this information with you, and actually very excited about sharing it. Getting ready to go out to my vocation for the day, and ready to again align myself with what's going on in my vocation and what's going on in my vacation. But I'm enjoying coming to you in the morning and the evening because it keeps me on task. It keeps everything in order and everything in perspective for me in my life. And so it's a great day to be alive. That's how I started the week. And that's how I'm going to end my work week, saying it's a great day to be alive and charging out the door and getting things done. What I need to do today, today actually is the end, the very end. At the end of the day, today is the end of the research piece. You don't stop researching. That's not the goal. But what you have to do is you have to segment stuff out. And for me, in a 30-day Volvo shift, I think a third of the way through is enough time to say, okay, that's enough of the intensive research, or that's enough of the intensive background. Because what you'll find is that it's comfortable doing it, especially if you've done it over a prolonged period of time. It gets comfortable and it gets safe to do it. And so you have to set timetables and push yourself out there so that you'll move forward. Because if not, you'll find yourself in the same repetitive cycle all over again. And so that's one of the importance of actually challenging people to come into this virtual boot camp that I'm trying to create. Because what'll happen is, if say for instance I put out a goal of the first 10 days I'm going to do all my research, and on day 11 I'm going to start marketing. On day 11 I'm going to start pushing that information out to the general public. And at day 11, if I say, well, I need to do a little more research, I have somebody to call me on it. I have somebody to say to me, hey, no, you had a goal. Is there a reason for you not obtaining that goal, or is there a reason for you not wanting to move forward with your plans? And so that's the beauty of community. That's the beauty of like-minded people being together to hold each other accountable. And so for me, I'm right now holding myself accountable, and that's why I'm actually coming to you, because I can get in front of you on the camera, on the internet, and tell you what I'm planning on doing. And if you see me on the street, or if you hit me up on Facebook, or if you hit me up on my email, you can ask me, where are you? And if I tell you, okay, I'm not doing what I said I was going to do, then you can call me on it. And so that's why I'm choosing this method of getting out to you, because I have a plan and I'm trying to work that plan to the best of my ability, which is the best that I can do. But I want to make sure that I don't sit down on my hands and sleep on it as well. Because what you'll find is sometimes you set goals and then you have a small slip up, and you'll find yourself in a repetitive cycle over again. And then the next year you come with the same goals. That's what New Year's resolutions are all about, if you think about it. When at New Year's you say, I'm going to set this goal for my life. And the first week you're good, the second week you're good, the third week you're slipping, 2 months in you forgot about it. And then at the end of the year you sit down and you collect your thoughts and you say, hey, I forgot that I was doing it. Maybe I need to start again. And you start all over again. And what you'll find is 10 years later, you'll be where you started. And so we don't want that anymore for our lives. I'm hoping by you listening to what I'm saying now, it's like a parachute is opening your mind. And once your mind is open, it'll never go back to its original dimensions. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to expose you to another way of thinking, a way of thinking that may or may not work for you. I think it will, but it may or may not work for you. But at least a hybrid or at least a variation of what I'm saying may work for your life, because I want you to be challenged. I want you to go out and be the best that you were created to be, the best that you were created to be. But if you don't challenge yourself, if you don't ask yourself the hard questions, it'll never happen. It will never happen. So for me today, that's what it's all about. It's about sitting down and saying, okay, this is what I said I was going to do. This is what I did. This is where I stand on that. And then if I haven't completed what I needed to do by this day, not dragging it out for another 10 days, but actually now having to redouble, re-quadruple is what I'd actually have to do, because I'm already doubling my efforts. But I'd have to actually add more time or more energy into doing my vacation because I'm not being true to it. And so I don't want you to get in that position, and I don't want to be in that position either. Again, because if it's your vacation, if it's that thing you love to do, then why aren't you doing it? Why are you not doing it? There is no excuse for not doing it. The only excuse we have for not doing it is that we don't want to do it, that we want to be lazy, that we want to waste our life. And nobody really wants to waste their life. They just don't have the initiative to get started, or they just don't have the structure in place to get started. And what the Volvo shift does for you and what it does for me is it puts that structure in place. So I'm reviewing my week today. I'm going to find out where I slipped up, and come day 11, I'm charging onto the next level. I'm charging into my second 10-day session with the Volvo ship. So I'm Clarence T. Brown, the Talking About Limited Liability Corporation. You can reach out to me on the web at www.talkingabout.com. You can email me at clarencetbrown@talkingabout.com, or you can call me at 703-563-9161. Clarence T. Brown, I'm just talking about what I'm talking about.